in the blue, Aidan James in the red, touch of gloves, and we are underway. Rouch's corner very vocal early on, constant stream of instruction over there. It's going to be interesting to see how Aidan James plays this one. Conventional wisdom says he's going to want to look for the takedown and work his ground and pound and submission game, but as we said, Rouch very dangerous off his back with those 4 triangle wins down, so he's going to be giving Aidan a lot to think about. Tentative feeling out process here early in the first round. Just under a minute gone and nothing too significant landed, but a big overhand left from Rouch there. Big opportunity for both these men, and you know, a lot of hype behind Aidan James after that incredibly successful amateur career, so you know he's going to be wanting to make a big impression on his Cage Warriors debut. I say Cage Warriors debut, he has competed for us before as an amateur, but that was some time ago. That was back at Cage Warriors 72, with an armbar victory on that occasion over Sean Scrivens.
Nice left hand there, and Rouch shakes his head.
Which usually means it landed.
Almost guaranteed.
Looked like he may have just caught the edge of the cup there, and Rouch saying, no harm, no foul, let's carry on. I don't think Rouch's corner man has taken a breath yet since the start of this first round. We may need to get some oxygen handy just in case. Constant stream of instruction there, but when you have those strong fighter-coach relationships, he's going to be used to hearing that voice in the gym and hearing that voice in the cage, so I'm sure they've got things worked out well between them. Nice stiff left there from Aidan James rather. Aidan Stephen, of course, was supposed to fight on our trilogy this weekend, but unfortunately his opponent forced to withdraw, so we hope we'll be able to get the phenomenal Aidan Stephen back in the cage soon. Always a joy to watch. Rouch is just a tricky customer to draw a bead on. He's got some unorthodox movement and footwork. James just seems to be struggling to figure him out here early on.
Beautiful level change straight into a deep double leg takedown into top position. Rouch tries to tie up a guillotine, but Aidan immediately passed into a half guard position. Very, very difficult to finish the guillotine from here. So expect to see that left hand of Rouch come out. There you go. You know, he knows that holding on to that position is going to be very, very unlikely he's going to be able to get a submission from there. He's only going to be wasting energy and also wasting one of those limbs that he can be using to try and create some space. You know, best thing to do underneath here is look to get back to a full guard position or try to get to a butterfly guard and try and create some space. You know, this half guard position here, if James is looking to drop some ground and pound, this is a fantastic position to do it. But look for this opportunity, and he sees that head and arm. He needs to stop Rouch from bringing that left arm back down to the ground. See how low Aidan's keeping his head. He sees the opportunity here. He's going to try and tie that up and sink in that arm triangle. And that is one of the main submissions that you can get. You know, the disadvantage from a submission perspective of the half guard position is that you can't move your hips in order to finish up. So, or in order to set them up if you're still in the half guard position. So stuff like Kimuras, where you can set it up without any hip movement, where you can keep your hips really low, or indeed one of the most common submissions we see from the half guard top position is the head and arm choke, the arm triangle, because you can set it up without having to move your hips, and then you can move your hips once you've got that upper body control. And here's that other one, like I said, you've got head and arm, and you've got that far side Kimura. And if he brings his left arm to the other side of Rouch's arm, then he can potentially look to set up the Kimura on the far side. Here we go now, opportunity. 10 seconds left in this round, but you know, finally Aidan James being able to get the fight to where he wants it on the ground here. Not really long enough to do much from here, but looking for
keep an eye on there. Perhaps he feels that he's maybe got a dislocation or a break or just a bad sprain or something, but let's just keep an eye out for his movement now, and you know, maybe that means he tries to get this fight to the ground a lot earlier in round 2. As we saw last night, we had a fighter effectively lose the full use of one of his legs and ended up winning. Yeah, ended up winning by getting the takedowns and operating on the ground. Oh, nice combination there from Aidan James to start things off.
Looked like it hurt Rouch a little bit there with that body shot. Charging in.
A left hand, a right to the body, and now it's Rouch diving on the takedown now.
Yeah, and he manages to get it into the full guard position here, straight into a triangle. Beautifully done. He's going to try and control the posture. He's got to get that. This is a beautiful position. I think this might be done from here. Very, very strong, pulling down on the head to try and get the finish. And from here, look how tight this is cinched up. Back pressure on that left leg. I don't see any way that Rouch is getting out of this position. This is strong. Okay, now we start to see those legs disconnect. Aidan doing a great job of reconnecting it. Controlling the triangle is all about keeping those legs nice and tight. Very strong elbows there, and we get the finish.
Philippe Rouch busted open by those elbows. And referee Dan Movaheady stepping in to save the Frenchman there. What a performance from Aidan James. Talk about turning up the volume.
Yeah, beautifully done, and a very good stoppage there. You know, was taken down in that striking exchange. Definitely something going on with the toe there.
Oh yeah, that toe's busted.
But yeah, beautiful finish there. He was taken down straight into full guard, wasted no time, throwing the legs up into the triangle, locking it off very nice. And you see so many people attack that triangle position, and there is a little bit of relaxation in the legs, and they end up losing the control. Aidan kept that control on the entire time. Here we see the takedown, a beautiful desperate takedown out of that striking exchange, straight in the full guard, immediately into the triangle. He cinches this up and he uses it for pure control to just rain down a relentless barrage of elbows.
What a finish from Aidan James. Opens his Cage Warriors account with an incredible victory here in the trilogy. Let's throw it to Hal Chaplin to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Daniel Movaheady, calls a stop to this contest after 1 minute and 6 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by way of TKO in the red corner, Aidan James.